Hey guys, this is Matt here at Hillbilly Stills, and we got some new products in just a few days ago. We're really excited about one of them, of which is this this new 50-gallon fermenter here. It's just like our boilers. It's a 304 stainless steel. It's mirror polished inside and out. I've got Nathan here. He's going to be helping me today. And what we're going to do, I want to show you this fermenter first, and then I'm going to show you how to mix up a pretty good wash or ferment. You'll like it. It's simple. It's got corn. It gets a good corn flavor to it, and I think you'll like it. You got two valves on these things. You've got one down here on the very bottom, and you've got one here. The idea behind this here is that after your ferment's done and all your solids have settled, you drain your ferment out of here, and then once you get all your ferment out, you can bring your solids out the bottom. I'm going to roll this over here. The lids come off real easy. It's just like any 50-gallon barrel. It's got a snap ring on it. That comes off. You see we've installed this is a 5 psi pop-off valve, works just like an airlock. Absolutely no difference, just a little bit more discreet about it. Show you the inside of this thing. As you can see, like I said, it's mirror polished inside and out. It's nice. You can see the welds are perfect, man. It's one solid piece. There's no way for anywhere to leak. The only welds you see inside here are just where they welded on the outside and welded the rest. The wash we're going to be showing you today is it is for a distilled spirit. You wouldn't typically use this wash to make ethanol or any kind of fuel. So if you use this wash and you use it to make distilled spirits and you do not have the proper permits, you are illegal. And I want to state that up front. We have our ethanol permit right here, and we will actually run this and we'll pull it. We'll just use it for ethanol. But we've had a lot of customers try this recipe. They really like it, and I thought we'd demonstrate it to y'all. What we're going to start doing now is we're going to start adding hot water, and we'll start putting the water in, and then when we get some water in, we'll come back and show you how much grain and yeast and everything we're going to put in. Hey guys, we're back, and we got some hot water in here. And one thing I do want to mention is we are using tap water, as you'll notice, and we're very fortunate in that we have really good tap water that we are able to use. If you're doing this at home or in your distillery, you want to check your tap water first, because the chemicals and things they put in city water will kill your yeast. Again, like I said, we're fortunate enough we can use ours, but not everybody can. Generally, you want to use distilled or spring water. Anyway, that being said, we put a little bit of hot water in here. We've added a little bit of sweet feed. I'm going to add about 4 or 5 more pounds. Generally speaking, you want to add about a pound of feed to every 5 gallons of water. Now, I want you to understand, you're not gaining any ferment benefits from this feed being in there, other than you're gaining some flavor, and that's it. As far as the ferment and the alcohol content, you're still depending on your sugar that we're going to add here in a minute to get that. This is our sweet feed that we sell. It's the highest quality sweet feed you can get, and what you're gaining from a lot is the molasses and the oats in it, along with the grain. Okay, we're going to go ahead and keep adding water. Now I'm going to add our sugar. General rule of thumb is you want to add 2 pounds of sugar for every gallon of water. Now, this is going to be a 50-gallon ferment, so we're going to add 100 pounds of sugar. Now, I don't know if you guys can see or not, but one thing Nathan's doing here is he's putting his thumb over the end of our hose here to spray it and put some pressure. What that's going to do is aerate this and help us to get some air in it. And then in a minute, I'm going to show you how we do it. We mix it up real good. Okay guys, we're back. We've got all our sugar in here. We've got all our grain in here that we're going to be using. And all we're going to do now is mix this up real good. Like I said a while ago, Nathan's doing a real good job of spraying this. It's getting a foam on top from him aerating it, but we want to make sure we get some good oxygen in here. And we want to make sure that everything's mixed up real good. Now what we've done is we went to Lowe's and bought a paint mixer. buy it at any Lowe's. We did have to grind the end down so it'd chuck up in our grill here. And I'm just going to stick it in here. I think we're going to show you and then mix it up real good. That's the last time we'll be here on this video, but what we've done is we added hot water, probably about 3/4 full, and then we started adding cold water. And the reason we did that is we checked our temperature was up over, was about 105 degrees. So we started adding cold water. Now before you add your yeast, you want it down to at least 90 degrees. 75 to 85 in that range is about ideal. So let's check the temperature here and see where we're at. We should be at about 77 degrees, which is where we were a while ago. I don't know if you can see that thermometer or not.
Oh yeah.
Looks like we're going to be right about 76. We might make 77. It's about 77 degrees, man. That's good. That'll work well. Our Hillbilly Stills Distillers Yeast Nutrient. Now with this sweet feed, you've got nutrients in there just from the sweet feed. But this Distillers Nutrient adds a lot, kind of shocks it and gets it going. This ferment will start in just a couple of hours. Alright guys, as you can see, we've got all our yeast added. We ended up using 6 bags to this 50-gallon wash. Man, you can use 1. It'll just take a little longer to ferment. The yeast is going to reproduce as it's working. We used 6. We're going to add this yeast nutrient. I expect this thing, adding the yeast nutrient, to be done in about 5 or 6 days. As you can see, we sprinkled it on top. We're going to leave it there. Now some guys will tell you you need to mix it in. Some will tell you to leave it on top. I haven't seen an advantage either way. So for the sake of not making a mess and splashing this stuff out, we're going to leave it on top, and that's normally what we do. Again, we're going to use this our Hillbilly Stills Distillers Yeast Nutrient. With a 50-gallon wash, you're going to use, this is a 1-pound bag, you're probably going to use about a quarter of it. And we'll just sprinkle it up here on top, just like the yeast. It'll soak in, settle down in there. Give that yeast some good food and get it going. And we'll have us something ready to make some alcohol here in a few days. And just a tick more. That's all there is to it. We'll seal it up now. There you go, guys. That's how you make a ferment. Again, this is just one recipe. There's thousands of them out there, guys. Glad you watched this. Hope you learned a little. And good luck and happy distilling, guys.